What up? Oh, yeah, all right. We are live. I am talking to nobody yet, but I just posted on Instagram that we're live. Hello, puppy. Where are you going? So we will see who joins us. Last time we had up to like 50 people at one point, so that was pretty epic. Hello, the first two people. Say what up. Hello, Christian. What up? How you doing? Where in the world are you? So also, for whoever's watching this in the future, or whatever, I realize I'm going to keep these live streams up after we're done for like a few hours on the channel, like on the main page, but then it'll be in a playlist a little later called live streams. You can see we got a playlist. What up from Sweden? How you doing? How long you been DJing? Daniel, what's up? England, Cumbria, how are you? I love when people tell me also what kind of gear they use. People love to share their gear. We got a bunch of stuff to chat about. All right, DJ Expo. Am I going to the DJ Expo? I am not going to the DJ Expo. I'm also looking at some DMs right now too. I'm not going to the DJ Expo in Atlantic City. But I am looking forward to it because I think I have a couple predictions. Well, I have one main prediction that's not a Serato DDJ 1000. Let's see. If anyone can tell me what movie my shirt is from, man, I don't know if I'll do anything, but I'll be very impressed. I'm a rookie. You use a Hercules something? That's cool. Here's a Hercules something. I get it. Hercules makes some good stuff well, this is the JogVision. This one I really like. I think it's a little different than some of their newer stuff. I don't know. Like it has its pros and cons. Like this one you actually still have to plug in. So that's a little bit of a funny thing. Like normally USB powered controllers these days are run off the laptop, but this one you still have to plug in, but this one's cool. So Hercules is a cool company. Doesn't matter where, if you're just beginning, that's chill. Oh yeah. Answer some DM questions people could check back later. Am I really in California? Yes, I'm really in California. I'm in Los Angeles, California. You cannot see, but maybe next time we'll do a live stream outside. And someone asked me to do a live stream next time I'm at a party or something. So we'll see next time I'm out about in LA. Where specifically? Hollywood, West Hollywood, Beverly Hills. I'm also going to start in people on the channel, so definitely let me know if there's someone you guys want me to interview in specific. Leave me a comment or send me a message on Instagram, and I will just reach out to them because we're definitely going to get a lot more interviews with not even just DJs, musical artists, like anything. What up, bro? Loyoke. Sorry if I said your name wrong. What up? Do I do gig logos? Do I do gigs? Like, do I do parties? Nah, no, I don't do parties. I DJ like just in my house for fun. But no, I haven't done parties in a while. I started working on a TV show, this HBO show a long time ago called Entourage, and I just didn't have enough time. I was working a lot of hours during the week, and because of that, I just kind of faded away from DJing. And I had already wanted to start, just getting further away from it. Not like intentionally, I just just kind of lost the love for it a little bit. So, or I mean, I guess it was intentional, but I just lost the love for it. So I was pulling away from it. And then I was working on that show Entourage, and it was just so busy during the week that by the time the weekend came, like the thought of going to like do a party and like set up gear and stuff, I was like, no way. You know what I mean? Mr. F Swift, what up from London? Hello, mate. How you doing? I can't do a British accent. I wish any type of English accent of any kind. I could barely speak English this way, so I wish I could, though. It would probably, impress some girls at the club. Not that I necessarily go to the club, but if I did go to the club, it would be a good party trick to pull out the British accent. Do you think Pioneer should make a 1000 for Serato? I mean, that's what we keep, that's what we keep talking about. Yeah, I think if they do, whether they should or they shouldn't, I mean, they don't need to. I mean, they have the SX3. They don't need to make a Serato version of the 1000. If they do, they'll make a lot of money because people keep asking for it. And I think a lot of people think it's going to come out at the DJ Expo. That's one of the main things, that people think is going to drop at the DJ Expo. I don't know if it will. Pioneer likes to not drop new things at conventions for some reason. They like to wait like 2 weeks later and then drop new stuff. I don't think that Pioneer doesn't like to share their spotlight with people. So it seems like they tend to drop their stuff just like randomly on a Tuesday in the middle of the week, So in that sense, like, I don't know if they're going to drop a Serato version at the DJ Expo, but if they do, it'll be cool. And I mean, like I said in our video talking about it, I mean, I think they're going to make so much money. Oh my God, they're going to make so much money if they come out with the Serato 1000. Like if it's an exact clone that just is Serato with maybe a slight little tweaks, but like still those big jog wheels with the in-jog displays, all that stuff. But it was available for Serato. I mean, they're just gonna make bank. Like, why not? Jesus. But I don't think it's gonna come out at the expo, and I'm still not 100% sold if it will come out because I still think it's the SX3, and I still think they just might upgrade the SX3 to an SX4 or just rename it to the Pioneer DDJ SRT, which people keep thinking the name is going to be the SRT or something. So if it comes out, I think it'll be the SRT. I don't think 1000. I don't think will be in the title at all or anything like that. Does well in LA. I bet with one. Jason Stratford does well in LA. I bet with London accent. That's funny. I feel they shouldn't. I feel the 1000 helps people discover record box DJ. Do you work for Pioneers? That's something. I mean, I agree. I think it's cool. Whatever program people like, it's all about vibes. Like if the word Serato sounds better to you, like, and you like gravitate towards that as a younger DJ or something, then like, so be it. You know what I mean? Because I think the programs are all very similar. I mean, even low key virtual DJ, a lot of people think is the best. So, when it comes down to the programs, I think it's feel. And I think a lot of times it comes down to whatever you started with. And I think that's why a lot of DJs on YouTube that talk about Serato and stuff like that, they always say like, oh yeah, I've been using it for like 5-10 years. I just don't want to switch over. But I do think it is good that, that it lets people discover Record Box. I mean, that's how I discovered Record Box, by buying an RB because they gave away the full program. So I was like, all right, I might as well try it out. They're giving away the entire unlocked program, which is, basically a $300 value for Serato for free. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I like Record Box, but I understand DJs that are really locked into Serato not wanting to switch over because of the hot cues and stuff like that. But that's really, that's really up to Pioneer, and I guess we'll see what happens. But I honestly think they're just gonna make so much bank. Have you always been a Pioneer guy? I'm not necessarily a Pioneer guy. I'm open to lots of stuff. I just think, Pioneer is. I like Pioneer, and Pioneer's like the Nike or the Apple or whatever. Like they do, make good products that do catch a lot of people's attention, and especially their higher level gear. Like, again, there's a reason that clubs and club DJs choose to use Pioneer gear. Like a DJM Nexus 2, like, is a substantial mixer. You know what I mean? Like holding it, feeling it, like it's all made of metal. Like, you know, when you get into that level of equipment, like you see that, like, okay, it's not just a brand name. Like, it's still good. It's like buying a Rolex watch. Like, is it a little bit overpriced because of the name Rolex? The same as the word Pioneer? Like, yeah, definitely. But is it still good quality? Yeah, I think so. And if it wasn't, people would have switched to Denon, or somebody else would have came out with a high level quality of gear that would have competed. But you know, stuff comes out here and there. Allen and Heath, the Zone, you know, stuff like definitely comes out that people like. But again, yeah, no, it's not necessarily that I'm into Pioneer. And again, like, Pioneer doesn't even send me anything. We said that in the last live stream. Like, you know, I wish they did. That would be awesome if Pioneer sent me stuff, but they don't. And I just think Pioneer is, you know, they're the biggest guys in the industry, basically. If a DJ said, like, oh, I'm sponsored by Pioneer, you'd be like, all right, that's pretty cool. I mean, where else are you going to be sponsored by, you know? So that'd be like above that. So I just think Pioneer is at a high level, and I think it's justified because I do think they put out quality stuff. And I mean, look, they literally shut down the industry every time they release a new controller, excluding the DJ 800. We'll just let that one slide. And the 200, whatever. But good price point, I guess, ish. I don't know, whatever. But the 400, I say that the 400 and the SB3, but the 400, I mean, game changer when that thing came out. I mean, for what you're able to do with a DDJ 400 for $250, I mean, it's crazy, mind blowing. Pioneer just released firmware for the DJ 1000 functions. Or wait, what? Pioneer can just release up. Oh yeah, of course they could. But yeah, I don't know why. I get, again, like, they have two different lines now, and like, you know, they're lines basically, and then their DDJ then number lines, the 200, 400, 8, 1000. Like, yeah, of course they could, but either they're going to choose to make that second controller, which is the clone, which is the Serato version, and just make so much bank, or they're not going to do it because it doesn't do anything financially for Pioneer necessarily, like, except maybe getting more people to get it. But like, them just like opening it up to Serato, or people have like that's great for Serato. Serato will make a lot of money, and like, yeah, people would buy the controller maybe more, but it's still not built for Serato. It would just be opened up to it. So, you know, like, those, when they open up a controller, it's never like perfect because it, like, all the effects and the features, they weren't made for that program. So like, even if they open it up to Serato, it wouldn't be as successful if they just retweaked the whole controller for Serato. Then they would make serious bank. But if they just opened it up to Serato, then Serato would make a lot of bank. I'm sure Serato's been bugging them big time, like, yo, please open up the 1000. But I don't think Pioneer's going to open up the 1000 on purpose. And if they do, it'll be like the day before the DDJ 1200 comes out, so they don't care anymore. You know, like right before the SB3 came out, the SB2 opened up to like everything. But the SB2 was already Serato, so for them to open it up to Rekordbox is different. They want everyone to open it up to record. Like, they want to open up all their Serato stuff to Rekordbox. So that's why the other way around, like the RB you couldn't use in Serato, but the SB2 you could use in Rekordbox. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I mean? So again, Pioneer's always looking to push Rekordbox as opposed to Serato, unless they can make money, which is why a lot of people think the SRT is coming out. I think maybe it's coming out, but I don't think it's coming out at the DJ Expo. I think it'll come out like 2 or 3 weeks after that, maybe. Power move would be to do another partnership with Traktor. A lot of people don't know that that's one of their first controllers with the T1, which I still own. And now I don't work for Pioneer. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, Tractor would be cool. Tractor was one of the first programs I used also, and I don't know why or how they kind of lost their way a little bit. I guess maybe just not updating enough or something. Because Native, like the company that owns Tractor, is awesome. Like their music producing stuff, the machine, all that stuff is like amazing, top quality stuff. So why they didn't keep up with the Tractor division of that company, I guess that was just like internal politics stuff, probably just whoever the president or CEO of that division, just whatever. Maybe they didn't know what was going on, or just that their relationship with the person at Pioneer fell through, and just again, I think just Tractor lost a lot of its popularity because I don't think they kept up. Moving fast enough, and I think it happens. I don't know why some companies choose to have such big gaps, and I think again that's another reason why Pioneer is very successful. They're very clockwork on like how they release their equipment. Like Numark hasn't released a new Mixtrack like 3, so like a 4 or a Platinum or a Pro. I mean, it's been years now. I mean, literally years. So, I mean, which is crazy to me, but I think that's why some companies just they go on these like up and downs, and like you forget about them, and then like, oh, they're back, and like, oh, Denon's back with some new line, Prime, this, that, but then they go away, or not necessarily Denon, but I mean, yeah, Denon was gone for a little bit. I remember using Denon when I was younger, and then I didn't hear about them for a bit, and then all of a sudden they're back. Laid Back Luke, all this stuff, and then whoever else was signed, Tiesto, or I forget who else was a big Denon supporter for a bit. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see what else is going on. Tractor, yeah, I don't know about Tractor. What's your take on a lot of EDM artists at festivals like Tomorrowland DJing with pre-recordings only, not DJing live? I think not DJing live is super lame, and that's it. I just think it's lame. I don't know what else to say. Like pre-recording some cool, like, okay, a song that you've pre-recorded, that you've put maybe some effects on, or like something that you've reproduced in some way, that you've done in a studio or your home studio, or something that, again, that you've re-engineered that maybe you can't do on the fly. If you're playing that pre-recording, cool. But playing a whole pre-recorded set is the lamest crap in the world. And I think a lot of those DJs are doing it for a few reasons. I don't know. They don't want to mess up in front of a crowd that big on camera. Something like that, possibly. They're a little too not sober, maybe, at some of those festivals. So they just, again, and for the reason they don't want to mess up because they're not fully sober. They play these pre-recorded sets. Again, I think it's just maybe too much pressure in some of these big festivals. Too many people, too many cameras, too many everything, that they don't want to mess up. So they just play a pre-recorded set and dance around and pretend like they're turning the knobs. I think that's so lame. Like, come on, how is it not lame? I think it's the lamest thing in the world, because you're not feeling the crowd. You're not changing anything up. You've just pre-decided that, like, cool, this next 50 minutes or whatever, that this vibe is how the crowd's going to react and everything. And like, that's just lame, because you need to be moving and vibing with your crowd and changing it up. Like every real DJ on the planet knows that, like, at least 5 times at the party, like, you have the next song queued up, ready to go, but you look at your crowd, and even though there's only 20 seconds left playing in this, like, left playing, you grab another song, because you know the song you're about to isn't going to fully work for the crowd that you just looked up at. So you switch it right away. Like, every DJ knows, like, if you're good at reading your crowds, which you should be if you're a successful DJ actually making bank, then you need to be flowing and vibing with your crowd, unless, again, like, it's a reproduced or re-engineered part of a song or something like that you're playing. Like, cool, play that remix, but like, yeah, a whole set, no, that's flipping whack, man. I agree, most of them do it at the festivals. Yeah, man, I honestly think it's probably maybe because they're just they're not sober enough to DJ in front of that many people with that many cameras and that much everything. So just gets pre-recorded, and maybe there's some music rights stuff. I just thought about that. I don't know. I'd have to ask a DJ or two, but maybe because some of it gets live streamed or something, we'd have to check. But maybe there's some music rights issues. So maybe they have to pre-record the sets to pre-clear the songs that are going to be played, because if they're going to be live streamed somewhere, like that just popped into my head. So that maybe is a possibility, but maybe it's not at all. I don't know. But that could be another reason that some of these huge festivals, that some of them might be televised in some other random countries or live streamed somewhere. Maybe they need to get the music rights cleared beforehand, so that's why they pre-record a bunch of the sets. But you know what? I'd love to ask a DJ that just did Tomorrowland or something, or a super huge festival, and that pre-record their set and be like, "Yo, why'd you pre-record your set?" and see what they say, and see if the answer is what we think it might be. All right, let's go. I'm gonna answer a DM right now. I said whoever. I actually didn't say I would give a prize or anything, but if anyone could figure out what movie my shirt's from, I'd be very impressed. But you might have to be a little older to to do that. The DJ Expo. So what do I think the big announcement at the DJ Expo is going to be? Okay, what I think, I have no idea. What I hope is that Numark comes out with a new controller, because I said that's the next controller I want to buy, is basically whatever is going to replace the Mixtrack 3, the Mixtrack 4, whatever it's going to be, the Mixtrack 4 Platinum, the Mixtrack whatever. I don't care what it is. I just think it's going to be so amazing, because they're going to have to put so many features on that thing to compete with the DDJ 400 that honestly, it's just going to melt people's minds. I think if they're smart, because they like even the Mixtrack 3 Platinum has a ton of cool features on it. Even the regular one that was $150 had like needle search and all types of stuff from a controller from like 4 years ago. You know what I mean? That's on the SX3, a high level Pioneer controller now. So I think Numark, if they come out with a new controller to replace the Mixtrack 3, I think it would be super badass. I think they would have a ton of cool features that would just be amazing. That because they have to do it to rival the DJ 400. I don't think any beginners are buying anything other than some of the Pioneer beginner stuff. Unless they, maybe a Numark DJ to go to, or an iPad version of something. But the DJ 400 is just so crazy amazing that I think Numark would have to just come out with something incredible, which I think they would, and that's what I would get next. That's what I think is going to be announced at the DJ Expo, is a new Mixtrack 4, something like that. They have Air Guitar Championships. How about Air DJ Championships? Oh my God, that's actually really funny. Where you just act like a DJ. Yeah, you know what I mean. Just go to a festival, film them. Actually, that would probably get so many views on YouTube if someone took the time to film DJs that weren't really DJing live and just made a video comparing all of the ones that were fake live DJing. Oh my God. No, that's really flipping smart, man. You should do that, dude. Seriously. Don't even say someone should do it. You should be that someone, man. I feel that the biggest EDM DJs are boring. They don't step outside their safe zone, like Laid Back Luke. I prefer DJ Jazzy Jeff because you don't know what you're gonna hear. Yeah, I agree. Again, that's why a DJ that's DJing live, that's doesn't have any restrictions on what they could play that night, you never know what you're gonna get. Anybody knows that's been to a club that has it's not even a throwback night, but a night where anything goes. You just know that a good DJ is gonna go from the newest, craziest, whatever Migos, whatever song to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song to back that ass up, to, you know what I mean? Like, just jump all over the place to all these different time frames, but somehow it all makes perfect sense and it all flows, and you're just like, whoa, yeah. But I agree. Sometimes you go to these festivals and you're just like, okay, it's just like one constant beat is what it sounds like, at least to me. But that, that's a specific vibe. Being at those places, that type of energy, that type of dancing, like it's a very specific vibe. So, EDM, those festivals, they are what they are. They serve their purpose, I guess, for the people that enjoy them. And, hey, why not? All right, let's grab another question from the DMs. Oh yeah. What's up, guys? Who else is rolling with me? Say what up. Say what up. Tell me who you want me to interview so I could DM them on Instagram. I'm gonna be interviewing a whole bunch more people. We have a playlist already that says interviews. They're just not really so formal or anything like that, and they're gonna be a little bit more casual for a while. But I am going to be interviewing more people, DJs, musical artists, everything. So let me know who you want me to interview, and I will send them a message. Actually, I just sent Steve Aoki a message. So we'll see. Hopefully he remembers me from back in the day, whatever that means. Probably not. Let's see. All right. So what time is it? Cool. We're going to go for like a few more minutes. If anybody has any more questions, I will answer them right now. Let's see. What is going on here? 5, yo, what's up? Say what's up, new people. Hello. Let me check the Instagram DM questions. I will not answer which wires to use in the live chat. I like virtual DJ. Yeah, what's up, Christian? Yeah, I do like virtual DJ a lot. That's actually one of our biggest videos, is talking about virtual DJ and the how much I like it. And compared to Serato, I mean, I think virtual DJ is boom. But that's me personally. A lot of people get like heated talking about the different programs, but I think virtual DJ is great. I really enjoy it. So you use it? What controller do you use it with? What controller do you use it with? Sorry, I'm checking. I just want to make sure I get all the questions before we log off here. Got some DM questions. Can I get Mariah Carey? I don't think, I mean, probably not for my next interview, but maybe the one after. I will send her a message though. That's funny. Oh my, could I get Mariah Carey? Yeah, that'd be funny. As a kid, oh my God, I would have melted down to be around Mariah Carey. But with my Hercules something perfect combo, I like all the options available. Yeah, Hercules something. I don't know if I know that model, the Hercules something. Yeah, no, virtual DJ is flipping awesome. I think it's great. I'm really into virtual DJ. I mean, what's not? I think it's good. A lot of people just don't like it for some reason. What's the biggest DJ club in LA music style? What's the biggest DJ club in LA music style? What do you mean? Like, who's the biggest DJ in LA? What's the best club in LA? Or what's the biggest music style in LA? I think the biggest music style in LA overall right now is probably just current hip, like a blend of current hip hop from 90s hip hop to current hip hop kind of popular music. That seems to be what's most played, but there are a lot of like dance EDM type clubs here, of course. But yeah, no, the most popular music is basically 90s to today hip hop. Yeah, the most popular club right now. Well, LA is a funny town like that because there's a lot of private clubs that are always very popular, but you have to be members to get in and stuff like that. Just a regular club that people can go to. A lot of the hotels have rooftops that people like. On Sunset Boulevard, there's the Standard and the Mondrian. They have the Sky Bar. Like, there's lots of hotels and places like that that are popular, especially during the summer because they have pools and stuff like that. But but it really depends. Clubs in LA change so quickly. Interview DJ Jazzy Jeff. That's a really great idea, and I will definitely do that. Thank you. Good idea. Thank, I will definitely do that. In Europe, it's psych trance is popular. Yeah, I mean, I believe that. Dance is definitely more popular in Europe, EDM style stuff. I mean, it's popular here too, but yeah, no, much more mainstream. Hip hop is popular in Los Angeles. Drum and bass style, a little bit, but not as much. Like, it's more like there'll be a drum and bass night at a random club somewhere, but all the main clubs like One Oak on Sunset Boulevard, which would be a popular club, like all that stuff again is very 90s hip hop to today current hip hop. That's the most popular here, at least here in Los Angeles. But you have to understand, Los Angeles, that they can play a whole West Coast set for an hour in a club of Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, stuff like that. That literally could just take up a whole hour, and people love it because when you're in California and California Love comes on, stuff like that, like that happens a lot in the club too. They'll play a whole just set of just California songs, which might seem cheesy, but when you're in the club and you're in the LA and California Love comes on, it's pretty hype. In London, we have UK Garage, Jungle House, yeah, Jungle House, yeah, DMB, yeah, no, for sure. I mean, we have all that stuff here too. It's just more specific, and it's not the super mainstream. Like, if you're gonna go to again a big club on Sunset Boulevard or one of the private member clubs or something like that, unless it's a specific night for one of those genres of music, it's going to be mainly hip hop. That's mainly what's going on around here. I must admit, the 400 is a fantastic controller. I purchased the 1000, but I won the 400 from Crossfader. No way. Coupled with Record Box DJ. That's awesome that you won the 400. I mean, you should do a comparison video. You probably get tons of views, bro. Shout me out when you do it. Interview Miles Medina. All right, I'll put that on the list. Jazzy Jeff, Miles Medina. Biggest club in London right now is Fabric and Printworks. All right, I will definitely keep that in mind. And I guess, yeah, I don't know the biggest club in LA, maybe One Oak, but I don't know. Again, clubs in LA change a lot, and they change very quickly. And it's a lot about house parties in LA too, because there's a lot of celebrities and a lot of people that live in houses in the hills and Beverly Hills, stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of house parties also, so that's a whole different world that exists out here. Also, just big time private parties, big DJs in the house, stuff like that. So definitely, I mean, London, tons of rich people in London, so I'm sure that's very similar there too. All right, so we'll go a couple more minutes here. Let's see. Let me just jump on and see if we got any DMs. Oh, yeah. All right. Hey, Australia seems to have good DJ scene. Yeah, Australia has a good everything scene. Australia is awesome. I I wish I was if the flight wasn't so long, that'd be pretty awesome. Are you anyone with us from Australia? Let's see. From Australia, whoever's joining us, say what up. I'm not signed in right here. Sorry. Trying to answer Trying to answer DMs at the same time so we get everybody's questions. What up, new people? Say what's going on. And yo, if you guys are watching, like the video. Um, yeah, I already said what I was hoping for from the DJ Expo was a new upgraded Mixtrack 3 from Numark, which hopefully would be a Mixtrack 4 because I think it would blow the Pioneer 400. I mean, not blow it out of the water, but I think features wise they're gonna put everything they can possibly put that will financially work for them. They will stuff it all onto that new Mixtrack. So that's what I'm hoping comes out at the DJ Expo that will get people excited. Besides that, I don't know if anything else is going to come out. Do I think a Pioneer DDJ 600 is going to come out? No, I don't think a 600 is going to come out. If it does, that would be just silly. I mean, there's a price gap for it. They could make a 400. They could make a $400 controller or a $450 controller. But I think it would just it would be they messed themselves up. You have to go watch our why I think the DJ 800 is a flop. Thank you for whoever liked. I appreciate it. You have to go watch our video for why the DJ 800 flopped, and I just think they priced it wrong. So if Pioneer came out with a controller that was $450, although I think that would be great, like the features would be like funny on it because it would be just so in the middle between the 400 and the 800 that I don't even know. Actually, it would probably be good for everybody because nobody would just get the 800. You would just get the 600 because it would have to be so close to the 800. That's why I don't think it's going to happen. That's why I don't think a 600 is going to come out because it would have to be so close to the 600. I mean, to the 800 that if they came out with a $450 version, basically of the 800 called the 600, not one human on the planet would buy the 800 after that. It would be the 800 would be over. They would never ship a unit again. Later, bro. Catch you in the next one. I appreciate you hanging around and asking all the fun questions. You're the man. Great channel, by the way. Live stream's great. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. F Swift. I really appreciate that. We're trying it out because the reason we jumped on the other day on the live stream is because I realized there was I had hundreds of comments that were held for review because I guess the bot thought they were derogatory or something, and most of them weren't. Most of them were people leaving links to products or other videos about DJ stuff, but YouTube blocked it because it had a link or whatever. And I realized there were so many from a year ago and questions that I just never saw because YouTube had held it for review and I just never saw it. So I jumped on the live chat to just start answering some questions and talking about stuff. So figured the live chat was a cool way to start answering more questions. Do I think the DJ 1000 SRT or DJ SRT will come out? Because I think so. What's up, Roland? How's it going? I mean, that's the question that we keep talking about. I think, the DDJ SRT or whatever they're going to name it, I don't think it needs to come out. I think that's the SX3. If they come out with an upgraded SX3, maybe they'll just rebrand it and it'll now be the DDJ SRT. And they'll put the slightly bigger jog wheels. They'll put, the in-jog displays, and they'll maybe a needle search or some Serato stuff that would work for it. But do I think it's going to come out? If it comes out, they're going to make so much money. I mean, that's what I keep saying. If they drop an SRT, oh my God, it'll be the best-selling controller that they've ever dropped, period. That's my prediction. If they come out with a Pioneer SRT or whatever, it'll be the best-selling controller ever. It'll kill. But will it come out at the DJ Expo? I don't think so. Maybe a few weeks after that. Pioneer likes to not share their spotlight with anybody, so I don't think it'll come out at the Expo. But the more that we're getting along and the more it definitely seems like they're not going to open up the 1000 to Serato, I do think that an SRT or something like that is going to come out. Of course, bro. They should drop the price of the 800. Yeah, if they don't come out with some $400, $500 600 that totally just eats up the 800, then yeah, they should drop the 800 to at least $700. If it was $700, man, they would have shipped a lot of units. if it was $700, they would have shipped a lot of units. Even $800 would have felt better because it would have been $799. Some guys could have paired it up with a case and stuff like that. It would have felt better, but anyways. Da, da, da. All right, we're gonna wrap this up in a minute or two. Just catch another DM real fast. What's the watch I'm wearing? It's a Seiko. It's a vintage Seiko I got on eBay. I love watches. If you're a hardcore subscriber, you know I tried playing around with a second watch channel. I just didn't really commit to making all the videos, so I stopped doing it. But and we're making more of the skateboard videos on the other channel, which you guys should go check out. Skateboard videos are awesome. Do I think Pioneer PLX 1000 turntable flop compared to Techniques? No, I don't think they're a flop. I think people do buy the PLX 1000s. I think maybe the new Techniques are a flop. I don't know. I think people want them, but I'm not sure how many units have shipped. We'd have to look into that for the next video. I definitely would like to do some research and see how many units have been sold of the newest Techniques. I feel like they're maybe not selling as many as people think, and that's actually definitely one of the underrated or flop videos that we're going to come up. We're talking about the newest Techniques, but the PLX 1000. I think a lot of people have them, and whether a lot of people rebought them, that's a different story. I don't know if a lot of people that got them the first time around re-got them, and maybe because they had to rebuy or something that they didn't want to. Because it's so funny. In the last live stream, we had our buddy saying he had his same Techniques for like 22 or 25 years, and the only thing he changed was the needles. So I mean, Techniques are awesome quality wise. So I don't know. I don't think the PLX is a flop necessarily, but I would be curious to see how many units the new Techniques have shipped, because I don't know. I feel like it might not be that many. The original Technique SL1200 MK2 is still best for vinyl mixing DJs, analog pitch. No, I'm with you. I mean, the SL, the 1200 Mark II. I mean, they're still almost great. Like the prices of them sometimes on eBay, like ones in really great shape are like almost original, like full price, which blows my mind when I see them too. I mean, they'll come with like a case or something, but it's so funny. Like ones in really good shape are still, really high value. What other DJ controllers will be upgraded this year? I don't know. Maybe the WeGo, but I don't know. And again, I'm just hoping the Mixtrack 4 comes out. But by Pioneer, I don't know if anything I don't think anything else this year, unless after the DJ Expo they drop an SRT or something like that. And maybe at the Expo, actually, I could see Pioneer kind of releasing one of their more fluff controllers, like the WeGo, like a WeGo 5. Not that the WeGo's fluff, because actually it's really powerful and I really liked it, and actually the build quality of it was really great. But I think maybe a WeGo 5 or something like that is possible, or a smaller version, another iPad controller like that. But I don't know. I guess that would have been the 200. So I don't know. Maybe a WeGo 5 from them, but like Roland, I don't think is going to release anything. Like the 202, I don't think it's going to be updated or anything. Again, Numark, hopefully they release some stuff. Maybe if they drop a new PartyMix or something, that would be cool too. I mean, it's one of the best-selling controllers out there. So, hopefully Numark's dropped some new stuff, but I don't know what the deal with Numark is. Do you think it's only electronic production that never gets old, like Techniques? Wait, hold on. I got to read that again. Do you think it's the only electronic product that will never get I mean, that's a funny question. No, I mean, like electric guitars are not going to get old. It's it's a keyboard synthesizer, stuff like that. I don't think like maybe not. Like I think maybe there's some other musical stuff along those lines, But it is definitely one of those things that just seems to be standing the test of time for some reason. Like people still would rather get a Technique 1200 than like a Rain 12, which is like the newest tech wise. I mean, no tone arm, no tone arm, no need for like a phase DJ or anything like that. Like, and the fact that people would still rather get an actual turntable with needles and everything instead of a 12 just shows you, how reluctant some DJs are to switch over. But some people were saying in the last live stream that that could just be a generational thing, and as newer DJs come up, they might gravitate more towards things like the 12. But it's still not fully, because as the younger DJs right now, they go on YouTube, they see guys, older guys, whatever videos, like those guys are also using techniques and stuff like that. So, I think they're gonna just keep hanging around for a bit. Phase changed the whole turntable game. You know, have you seen anyone use it besides people getting sponsored by them? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's great, but then like Rain came out with the 12 that just made you not even need the phase anymore. I mean, I think it's great if you have a technique. Of course, it's amazing. I think if you have a technique, you should probably use the phase if you feel like there's absolutely zero latency and it works perfectly. But you know what I mean? Like the 12, I think, is even a further step in the right direction. Like you don't even need the phase. But no, I think phase is awesome. But me personally, besides the people sponsored by them, I haven't seen anybody use them like live or anything like that. What do I think of Paris Hilton as a DJ? I think celebrities like using DJ to get more money is a funny thing because it's a big thing here in LA. Like I remember when I first heard that like Snoop Dogg was DJing, even that I was like, Snoop Dogg's not a DJ. Like he's for sure gonna have a real DJ standing next to him, actually DJing while he's just going, yeah, what up, yeah, Snoop Dogg, and just smoking blunts or whatever. So like, I was like, there's no way he's actually gonna be DJing. But some of these celebrities actually take the time to learn how to DJ and actually do DJ live. A lot of them don't. So the ones that are just in it for the quick $10,000 to cash in on their name because they were on a reality show or something, I don't know. I think that's a little lame, me personally. And just because it is much more dominant here in LA. So when I walk into a club, like, yeah, it's cool if I'm with a friend that's from out of town. It's like, oh, look, some celeb, random actor X from Napoleon Dynamite is DJing. So it's cool for them to see, like, oh, a celebrity. But like, for me, it's like I'd rather it be a legitimate DJ. Now, if that person is a legitimate DJ on the side, like Danny Masterson from That 70s Show, like DJs all the time, like, that's awesome. But like, if they're not legit and they're just going to stand around and play a pre-recorded set and just get paid like good money that could be going to like a legit DJ, like that would, I think that's a little lame. But listen, I'm pro people getting their money. So hey, what are you gonna do about it? Questlove can DJ. Is Questlove using a phase? I love Questlove. He's awesome. Mate, she's booked for Ibiza and Tomorrowland, Paris Hilton. Yeah, and I mean, and that's what we were talking about at the beginning of the video, is that a lot of those DJs are using pre-recorded sets, and I would not be surprised if she's one of those people using a pre-recorded set. But if she's not, and again, she's been doing this for a while, so by now, maybe she's legitimately like can DJ, like she's been faking it so long that maybe she could actually DJ by now, which would not surprise me. I mean, she's been going to enough parties, like I think anyone could pick it up if she really tried. So, hey, like, if she can get paid and people want to keep booking her. And I will say, as someone who's seen Paris Hilton in real life, I haven't seen her DJ, but I've seen her in real life a few times. Like, she's pretty cool. So, like, in that sense, like, I understand that people might have an issue with her or people like her, like, DJing and getting paid big money to DJ, $10,000 for an hour or whatever. But, if the crowd likes it and whatever, get that money. Hey, it's too funny. Hey, bro, I have a hip hop mix I did with the 1000 YouTube channel. If you ever have time to take a listen, bro, DM me, DM me the mix on Instagram, and I will definitely check it out, my man. Of course, of course, community. I will definitely check it out. All right, so we're gonna go a few more minutes, and then we will wrap it all up. But Mr. Swift, you're not Rob Swift, are you? That would be pretty funny if you were rolling on this live stream with us. All right, let me check the DM real quick. Shaq O'Neal, basketball star, was DJing at Tomorrowland. Yeah, I know. That's too funny. No, see, I don't believe he could DJ. There was probably a guy standing right next to him actually DJing, or if he was, I mean, it was a pre-recorded set or something. And maybe I could be proven wrong. Maybe Shaq's been practicing 24/7 and he's ready for the DMC championship and he's incredible. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to discount Shaq's DJ skills, but who knows? You rock, bro. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I should do a raffle giveaway. You'll get more super chats. Yeah, next time I will actually. I could give away a pair of headphones next time, possibly, or something. I'll get something to give away. People are smart over here. What do you got, Roland? I think I should switch from Serato to Rekordbox. Serato library management is not as good as Rekordbox. Also, Rekordbox has more customized settings than Serato. Did I already ask you? You work for Pioneer, bro. Listen, again, when it comes down to the program stuff, it's like such personal choice stuff here. I mean, I personally like Rekordbox. And again, I think if you're a beginner, no, you're not Rob Swift. That's funny. I'm just teasing you. But again, I think if you're just starting out and you don't know the difference at all, jump into Rekordbox because again, you get the full program right away. You don't have to deal with that frustration like a month or two in, like using a beginner Serato controller, where when you start clicking on features a month in and they're like, please upgrade, please upgrade, please upgrade. And like, depending on where you are, maybe you can just upgrade, but maybe you can't. Maybe you're a little younger. You don't have access to, money like that or whatever. That's why I think starting off in Rekordbox, I mean, that's an epic way. That's an epic way to start because again, you get the full program. You don't have to worry about anything, and you can just go from there. I think Rekordbox is awesome. A lot of people, if you're deep into Serato, I think a lot of people said they have issues switching over their hot cues. So that's something you'd have to look into how to do it. There's programs, I believe, softwares to help you do that. But yeah, I think Rekordbox is awesome. I really like it. Yeah, Rob Swift is quality on the turntables. You're from London. I used to make rave and drum and bass as DJ turntable days. You're awesome, bro. Yes, make the switch. You won't regret it. He's talking about switching to Rekordbox. Yeah, Rekordbox is awesome. DJ Nick Romelo, what up? How you doing, bro? Kearney, what up? You should give Rekordbox a go. Yeah, I think Rekordbox is awesome. I personally, you guys know if you've been watching this channel, I think Rekordbox is awesome. I think, again, just for what they give you, all included right off the gate, get out of here. They don't always give you the upgrade for the $300. Sometimes they do, yes, and we've actually made videos, but it's not automatic that they give you that upgrade always. Maybe it's happening right now. I don't know. But a lot of those controllers, it's like the SB3. Like you can maybe use it for like a week or two, but then you have to pay for the upgrade. You have to pay the monthly subscription. But if you get a bigger controller, an SX3 or something like that, the SX3 unlocks the program. You don't own the program, so you don't get the same offline features. We're not going to get into it here, but like the bigger controllers unlock it. But slight little difference. But yeah, the 202 a lot of the time does give away the full Serato Pro, but not always because it's still only a $300 controller. But I do like the 202. Thank you. You're the man, bro. You are the man. And we got up to 10 people at one time here. Jesus, I love it. It's flipping awesome. I think with DJing, it's what works for you at the end of the day. Yeah, I agree. I think it is what works for you. Can I move this to the other side? Sorry, I'm like, oh, pop out. Oh, yeah, of course I could pop out the chat. Makes it so much easier. Sorry, I'm like trying to keep up because it is. I got a funny angle, but here we go. There we go. Sorry, I was in the middle of reading your question. I think with DJing, it's what works for you at the end of the day. DJing equipment, controller quality helps. But it's all about you. That is what makes. Yeah, no, I agree. It's really all about, like, you could have the crappiest equipment in the whole world. It makes no difference. Like, if you could do it, you're gonna figure it out. And I've seen dope DJs DJ just using the software, using like the computer, which is nuts. I mean, it's like when you go, if you've ever been to a skate park, there's a skate park I go to, and this kid he skateboards barefoot, literally barefoot, and it's just like, oh my God. And you have all these people there sitting there debating over which skate shoes are the best skate shoes and which board is the best board. And you got this guy skating barefoot on like the broken board, like doing the craziest tricks. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, the equipment, all that stuff. I mean, a lot of it's irrelevant. It's what you got in here and how determined you are to be successful is what separates the great DJs, I think. All right. All right, I answered all the DM questions. We're gonna wrap this up. I will, unless there's another question or two, but I appreciate all you guys rolling with me. I had a lot of fun again. So I think we're just gonna keep doing this. Tuesdays and Thursdays are gonna be our live chat days. They're fun. They're awesome. I've been enjoying them. I hope you guys have been enjoying them. Everybody's still rolling with me. I love you guys. You know what would be a great topic? The difference between DJing and mixing. I believe they're two different things. You're the man. Let's definitely let's kick it off on Tuesday with that live stream, and let's get into that stuff. I love all you guys. You are awesome. Keep watching the channel. Keep subbing. Go follow the other channel, Skate State, and I'm gonna see you later, players. Love you guys. Peace.